Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tuned into the Goodfellas Sunday Boxing Talk, episode 9. What's going down? It's your boy G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Guru. I got the family in here with me, got my bro with me, Ty Finney, the legend. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man? Had some things to handle this morning, but of course, we got to talk about this long card, extremely good card last night.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big shout out to Boxing First Vlog, aka Blunt. He'll be in here in a couple minutes. VP Shane. Hopefully he'll be able to drop through. Got my dog in here, L Dub, the Pluzug in the building, man. Say what's good, man. What's up with you, L Dub? If you're not subscribed to L Dub the Plug, please do yourself a favor. Go ahead and subscribe to L Dub the Plug, man. He had a show earlier today. You know what I'm saying? Tapped in for a little bit. Definitely go listen to the playback on that for L Dub the Plug. Mr. Johnson in the building, man. So what's good, homie? What's up with you, bro? What's up with you, man? Big shout out to you. I mean, salute. Before we get started, man, definitely subscribe to Ty Finney, the legend. The link is right there. I've been saying it for weeks. I'm like, we gonna get this link in at the beginning of the show, man. So we made sure to get that done. So definitely subscribe to Ty Finney, the legend. The link is in the chat. Go ahead and click on it and subscribe to him. Also, before we get started, also want to give a shout out to some family of the channel. Been with us like basically since the start. My guy Will Stokes. Will Stokes got a victory this week. Got a stoppage victory too. He's on his boxing journey. So big shout out to Will Stokes. Big shout out to him for sure. And bro, we got so much to cover, bro. Like yesterday was like it was a lot of fights. I can't wait for Vlog to get in here because he said on the phone he wasn't a big fan of the card. So I really want to hear his explanation. But let's start off with Cool Boy. Cool Boy Stephen Fulton and Carlos Castro. That fight was nip and tuck. That was a in the gym dog fight. That was an in the gym dog fight. Cut the cameras off. We about to get this in. That's what you seen live on TV with that fight, man. Cool Boy Steph got a razor thin decision. Legend, what was your thoughts on that fight? And did you think Cool Boy actually won the fight?
Yeah, I think he won, but if it was a draw or if Castro won, I wouldn't have an issue with that. But I believe the right man won. To me, that was the best card. That was the best fight of the night. That was the best fight in the night. I was concerned for Cool Boy. He was going against a guy that had some pop, have some power in his punches. He was coming off a long layoff, over a year. So I was concerned for him. And then when he got caught in the fifth round, I was like, man, he's in trouble, man. This fight could be possibly over. But man, you see that he kept looking in the corner. He kept looking at Bozy. Like, I guess they were telling him, to clinch, use your legs to stay away from him for the rest of the round. Then, after that, he made the adjustments. Man, he was throwing big shots. The only thing I hate is that he just don't got much power, man. If he had just a little bit more pop, like he could have possibly dropped Castro. But yeah, he came back strong, threw crazy shots. He stayed in the pocket, threw crazy shots, man, landed some bombs, man, like that was snapping Castro's head back. But it was a good fight, man. Castro was busy with the jab. So that to me, that was the best fight, on the card, man. But hats off to Cool Boy for digging deep, keeping his composure, not getting discouraged after the knockdown. So he showed us that, that he's a true champion and he's definitely got heart. So I'm looking forward to seeing him back in there. And I hope, man, he just don't have another period of inactivity. But yeah, hats off to Cool Boy, man.
So let me ask you this question. Vlog, if you listening, your cam and your mic not set. It's not linked. So it's you on the screen, but I can't get you in here. Um, do you think that Cool Boy Steph had some effects from the Inui fight? Do you think it was the layoff, or do you think he was just in a dog fight?
I think he was just in a dog fight. But of course, when he he fought Hanoi, he was also fighting a guy with power. So, I think he went into this fight, knowing, hey man, I got enough another tough opponent in front of me. And like I said, man, he just did what he had to do in this fight, man. So like I said, hats off to him, keeping his composure, being offensive, after the knockdown. So like he did one hell of a job in that fight, man. So I really salute Cool Boy, man.
Yeah, big shout out to both guys, man. Like, I don't think he had effects from the Nui fight. I think he had effects from the layoff.
Mm-hmm.
That layoff, that's a long layoff. You coming off of a loss, and you have that long layoff. Like, that's a lot to deal with. Boxing First Vlog is in the building. There goes my big bro.
Mic check.
Mic check. What's up with you?
What's good with you?
Ain't nothing.
Shit, same shit.
Big shout out to Boxing First Vlog, man.
Right back at you.
Yes, sir. Definitely subscribe to his channel. This is also streaming on Ty Finney's channel and Boxing First Vlog's channel. We're definitely not stingy. You know what I'm saying? We put the show on there wherever people want to watch it. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out for sure. Vlog, we were talking about the Cool Boy Steph and Carlos Castro fight. Can you give me your thoughts on that? And did you think Cool Boy actually won the
fight? He pulled it out, but it's deep waters at 126, bro. It's not going to do nothing but get harder. I don't know if he can make 122 again, but it's like your power sometimes regulate where you can go to. Like everybody says, wait, once you lose control of your weight, you have to go up. Doesn't mean power's going with you. I think we saw that in this fight. We've seen that in other fights. I don't know where he goes from here, but you can't keep fighting the Castros because that's not worth the payday, bro. You know what I mean? What they say, all money ain't good money. That's one of them fights that's not good money.
Well, I mean, with that being said, and I'm not. I think everything you said is accurate. The thing with that particular fight, I mean, I think all good fighters, I think you have a good old fashioned dog fight live on camera. That's exactly what happened with him. You know what I mean? That's exactly what happened with him. He did pull out the fight. I thought he pulled out the fight. That Carlos Castro, that's just a tough fight. That's a tough fight. You come off the Inouye loss. You come off of a long layoff. And PBC is starting to really, really, really put a lot of their fighters behind the 8 ball with these long layoffs, man. And I personally think that Cool Boy suffered more so from the layoff than anything else. You off for over a year and then you run into a Carlos Castro, a guy that has no name, nobody knows him. He got pop, he got heart, he don't care. You know what I'm saying? He coming in there to scrap. And sometimes as a boxer, you don't have the option to box against certain guys. He fought Carlos Castro. He didn't have the option to box. So even though he got rocked in the fight a couple times, Cool Boy, he figured it out. And it's a lot of boxers that's not going to win that fight. There's a lot of boxers, just pure boxers, that's not going to win that fight, man. So big shout out to Cool Boy Steph. Big shout out to Carlos Castro too. Castro's stock went up, and they might have to rematch too. So definitely keep that in mind. Big shout out to Canelo High Guard. Big shout out to you. He said Cool Boy has no power and a Devin Haney glass jaw. Castro won, in my opinion. So as far as the Legend, you want to get into that? You want to talk about that?
Yeah. My thing is, like, if you don't got power, you got to use your other tools. You know what I mean? You got to use your footwork. You know what I mean? You got to use your defense. And like Cool Boy, he has the tools. Like, we've seen him in his position before, bringing Figueroa. That was a tough fight for him, but he's the guy that can make adjustments. You know what I mean? So like, as far as the power, man, he's like money made with the power, but he's got the tools to do the other thing. So, like I said, man, he's one of those guys that can definitely make adjustments, and he's the guy that fights his opponent's game. And that's what he did. That's what he did yesterday.
Hey, Vlog, what you think about that statement, bro?
It's almost on point. Could be a little harsh. I don't think Devin Haney has a glass jaw. His jaw hasn't been exposed. It's got tested. You can't call the Garcia fight an exposure. This dude was on fucking space juice, and I'm tired of y'all cats posting as if this dude wasn't suspended, tested positive. Come on, with like acting like that was a legitimate fight. I don't know, bro. I'm so tired of seeing these posts about that shit. I want to get disrespectful, but you can't. But they can sit up here and post disrespectful stuff like that. Like how I can't check them, but they can sit up here and say, "Well, Devin Haney just lost the fight." No, he didn't lose the fight. There's no O on his still a donut on his record. So I don't know about your boy. I don't know about the Reynoso pack user, but I'm just saying, bro, I'm tired of them dudes. But as far as his comment about these dudes not having the greatest power, this is true. But this is why it's boxing. And if you're better than the fighter at all these other things, you can win this fight. You can win a Castro fight. That's not saying Castro ain't a beast. Castro is a well-known, quote unquote, gatekeeper. You understand what I'm saying? And to say that you want to be a factor at 126, you got to go through a dude like Castro. He was able to do that. Was it something I suggest he does regularly? No, I don't. So if he's not going towards a world title opportunity at 126, I don't. He might be on the burners again. As far as with PBC and whatever they doing with their fighters, I'm disgusted over there, bro.
Hey,
I'm disgusted.
Let me add that. As far as him having a glass jaw, like I said, he fought his last two guys. They had power. It's not like he was fighting guys with no pop. So when you're fighting, when you're standing in front of a guy and you're trading with him, you're going to get caught. Like he got caught, but he got back up. So
yeah, Canelo high guard. Let me just add this real quick. So
now hold up. Let me say this real quick. If that was his guy that got up, he'd be in here doing cartwheels and backflips. And he's not even a gymnast, but he'll try it for his guy though. But if it's a guy he don't like, you can put comments like that out there. It's just crazy. It's crazy.
So, let me say this so real quick. So when you talk about guys that have quote unquote a glass jaw, here's the thing. Like Cool Boy doesn't have the best power, but nobody's really like running down on Cool Boy stuff neither. Like he 10 toes down with it. You understand what I'm saying? Devin Haney, as Vlog said, Ryan Garcia was on some space juice. I don't look at the fact that a guy, because there's only maybe less than 5 people that got like an iron chin. Like Canelo has an iron chin. At one point, maybe about a year ago, we thought Joe Joyce had an iron chin. Now he's getting knocked around. You understand what I'm saying? It's guys that have a chin. Part of that is them having the ability to get up. Like you get knocked down, you got 2 options. You either gonna lay there or you gonna get up and you gonna respond. So Devin Haney, despite dealing with the space juice, he got up and he responded. Cool Boy Steph got up and responded. So you have to factor that in as well when you're talking about quote unquote chin. And this is boxing. Guys are gonna get hit. Guys are gonna get hurt. Guys are human. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to be careful when we say somebody has a quote unquote glass chin. He said Cool Boy went from being unified champion on Main Event to the free YouTube undercard last night. Why was he disrespected like that?
Hold up. Can I answer this? Can I answer this?
Go ahead.
Hey, bro, PBC has no control of what they're doing with those fighters that are under contract with them. So this is not PBC making these calls of what fighter goes here and what time they fight start, this, that, and the third. That's all based on what Amazon is doing, and as far as what guys they want to show on the pay-per-view, that's out of PBC hands. PBC does not control these fighters anymore, bro. They have, and if they did, it is the worst management in the history of boxing. I say Don King did a better job. at getting those heavyweights that he had corralled the way he did fights and paydays more than what PBC is doing. I'm not understanding. I'm bogged out with what they doing with these dudes, bro. Like Trevor Cumbie, that's what you give Caleb Plant. This is comical, bro. This is a dude that was suspended, quit boxing for 4 years. I mean, ain't beat nobody. And then your guy, you let your guy, I mean, just waltz with him all night. You could have knocked him out in the 3rd round, bro. Why is you playing? Like, what? It's not entertaining to see you play like that. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted as he is. I don't know what they doing, bro. They had undisputed one of the best pound for pound fighters on the planet. They give him an unnecessary fight with Canelo. Now we ain't heard word from this man since. What I can ask you what they doing because I can't tell you, bro. I'm disgusted though. I know that.
What you think about that, Legend?
Yeah, I mean, this is the case with a lot of champions. We seen J-Rod. J-Rod was a champion. He went to fighting on, YouTube prelims. I mean, we seen this over and over, fighters fighting on, being a champion and end up fighting on, a smaller card. We just seen it with J-Rod and Jared Hurd. Both guys, former champions, but they weren't fighting on, the biggest networks. I mean, that's nothing new.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But the one thing in common, though, the one thing they all have in common is they did some business with Al Heyman and them other quote unquote cats at PBC. Whoever the rest of the dudes sitting around that table with this guy, this is not good for their company. I'm confused, bro. I'm totally disgusted because. You give a guy that has mental issues a world title opportunity. This fucking dude don't need to be fighting with his kids, let alone fighting another grown ass man. This shit is terrible, bro. That was a terrible, terrible card. Worst card of the year. Worst card of the year.
You ain't like none of them fights, bro?
No, not near a single one of them fights. None of them made sense. Ranking wise, lead up. I'm talking about that.
Your eyeballs, bro.
No. I give it to my homie. I give it to the Philly boy. The Philly boy, that's how Philly dudes fight. We always behind the 8 ball and we show up, we let our nuts hang. You know what it is. We got gorilla mentality. We can beat the world. And that's what
you wasn't entertained by none of the fights, bro?
Nope. I was not entertained. Like I said, I thought Plant was playing with McCumbee, letting him have his moments. For what? He wasn't outboxing this dude the way he's able to outbox him. He's not that old, so we're not gonna go with age for Plant to say, well, he couldn't move like that. He couldn't pivot. He couldn't make dude miss. Like, yes, he could. He was playing with him.
I disagree with that, Vlog. I disagree, man.
I think he was in a fight.
I think the dude has some pop. The dude has some pop. So I think, Caleb Plant decided, hey, he got to switch his game plan up. And then once he got the dude on the road, that's when he took over.
Hold up. Once you test positive for that juicy juice, I don't rate your power no more. I don't rate your power no more.
A Vlog, all that's cool, but Caleb Plant was the one that was in the ring filling them shots too. So I think he went in. I don't think he was necessarily playing. I don't think
so. I get you. Would you ask me? And I'm just giving you my opinion. It was not worth the money. Nothing led. Like usually with fight cards, we get a reaction to what's next. Nothing happened last night till we saying, yo, I can't wait to see what's next. Not nobody on that card. Not even Canelo.
Hey, bro.
Not even Canelo.
Can you give me this? Can you at least tell me? Can you at least tell me it was plenty of action on that card? Can you at least give me that?
So you said Garcia and Laura was action?
I didn't say Garcia.
That was action.
And Laura. I didn't say. Did
you
hear me say Garcia and Laura come out my mouth?
But I'm asking in response, were they not on the card?
Bro, yes, they were sponsored by Nike.
All right.
So next,
Next one. You were entertained by Berlanga and Canelo. You was entertained by that fight.
It wasn't action in that fight. I ain't asked you none of that. I said, was it action in the fight, bro? You stay trying to twist somebody's question, bro.
No,
you stay trying to twist somebody's question.
It wasn't. It wasn't enough, bro. It wasn't enough. It was for me. I just was not fulfilled as a boxing fan from that card because, like I said, with boxing, when you have these cards, we always finish the card like, yo, I can't wait to see what whoop-de-whoop. There's no one from last night that we like, yo, that next cat gonna have issues, whoop-de-whoop. We're not talking like that. Nobody's expecting anything from anybody last night.
But you still
not one thing.
My question, brother.
I'm not. No, there was no action on that card.
Action. That's all I asked.
No,
was action.
There was no action.
The first two fights was action. Roman Villa.
You said Jaime. You said Jaime, and you said Jaime James with an I, and Rolly was action.
No, he said Villa. He said Roman Villa. He said Roman Villa.
The very first fight.
Roman Villa.
And that was action. And then follow that with Kubo. That was action too.
It was some action.
So that's my point. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about the heart of it, the meat of it, the what everybody came for, the main card. There's usually a fight or two.
But Canelo and Berlanga was action though.
It was? Okay. So they broke CompuBox or something? Did somebody all I saw in that fight was the big brother getting bullied by the little brother. Technically, even though the little brother is older than the big brother. Because Berlanga is the bigger man. Bro, he was getting backed up by an old ass dude with a walking stick.
Hey, vlog, listen. I'm gonna tell you this now. We're gonna get the next show sponsored by Lens Crafters.
Why?
Your eyes.
What?
I'm telling you, bro.
I'm not.
You said you ain't see no action. It was at least 4 fights that had plenty action in it, bro. At least 4.
Cool Boy was the best fight.
I agree.
That shit was trash. I'm gonna tell you that Caleb Plant fight was almost like a wrestling match. It was almost just scripted. Like it was terrible.
What? I can't even say nothing because you just rolled up on camera, so I already know. You had some.
What man?
You had some morning wake.
Come on.
You had some morning wake.
Bro. Jeff, I'm being honest about my reaction, bro.
So, are you talking about more so just there was no level of importance with any of those fights? Is that where you're going? Because I'm trying to meet you in the middle of the street.
It's all rolled up in there. Not to say that each fight didn't have moments. That's true. In a street fight, it's gonna have moments, but the majority of it's gonna be dull.
I can say, okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that explanation. We cool with that.
There you go.
DM3, he said, "What's up, family? Philly man down. Another loss for Danny. You know what, bro? I
picked that motherfucker too.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie. The only reason I picked Danny is because he's from the city. That's literally the only reason I picked him. Like everything else said Laura, but hey, you know what? Hold on, real quick. Legend, can you please repeat what you told me earlier as far as Aries Landy Laura and just the fights that he be in terms of him just being boring?
Yeah, I said I fell asleep on that fight, man. I fell asleep, and it's just like every time Laura fights, man, it's boring. I mean, he had a good fight with Jared Hurd, and his past couple of fights, he had stoppages, Cornflake LaManna, but for some reason, every time he fights, it's boring. I've had other hardcore fans say the same thing. It's just boring for some reason.
Yeah, that was sponsored by NyQuil for sure. Definitely sponsored by NyQuil, man, for sure. The future. Big shout out. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
That was sponsored by your nearest therapist, too. What the fuck is going on with that dude, bro? God damn. Stop stealing money, bro. Stop stealing fucking money, bro. Either you gonna come to work or you not. Call out, bro. Stay home, bro. Beefy stayed home. He called out. I'm so glad he didn't show up against Josh Kelly and put no lame ass performance on. Yo, I'm sick. I'm calling out, man. I'm not going to work. This motherfucker came to work. Like, what the fuck, bro? Come on, man.
Yeah, use a PTA. It's crazy. Hold on. The Future, big shout out to you, family. He said Brian Norman is the biggest duck in history of boxing. Vlog, I'll let you go on that one.
Yeah, we gonna have a real long list by the time Boots' career is over when it comes to adding those duck names on there. We got everybody from PBC, from Thurman, Porter, all of them can be added to that list of names. And Brian Norman's just the latest, man. Everybody ducking Boots. We know what it is. You got control of the chat?
Yeah, my bad, bro. Hold on. Dr. Wang said you look stressed out, brother. See, get the grades out.
No, bro. No, bro, I'm OG. I don't even know what you're talking about. No, bro, I'm upset, bro. I'm upset. Yeah. I'm a paying boxing fan. I pay for my product. I am so glad I hadn't paid for the last couple products that they put out. First of all, the Turkey Alashiki dude, that fucking shit was too long. I would have been mad if I paid for that shit, fell asleep, woke up, and that shit was still on. Like, so just shit like that, bro. I'm just upset about the product and the overall what they doing, bro. I don't know. I only good card I seen recently, and I could say, yo, the card was long enough, short enough, and outstanding. Was Tank's last couple cards, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The last couple cards in fights, it's good action. It's dramatic. You know what I mean? Actually, a lot of people thought Frank Martin was winning that fight. Same thing when he fought Barrios. A lot of people was like, God damn. So you getting that. I didn't get none of that from last night. It's outside of the early fight, Vila, outside of Castro. You understand what I'm saying?
I can, and listen, man, this is why I just let you cook. I just let you go. Because people need to understand where everybody coming from. Like when you look at it from that aspect, yeah, you definitely got a great point. Big shout out to Ryan Frazier, Boxing Talk up north. Big shout out to him, man. Say what up, G5. You hit the nail on the head with a few picks this weekend. I ain't hit them all, bro. I hit a couple. I ain't hit them all though, for sure. You know what I mean? Big shout out to you, man. Go subscribe to his channel as well. Big shout out to him. Future, Jerron Ennis is the most duck fighter in the history of boxing. A Vlog, you got a burner? You got a burner account?
I wish. I see somebody think like a real one. I respect it. I see somebody thinks like a real one. I respect it. You understand me?
Yeah. He said Don King fell off. Yeah, Don King is in the dumps. Forever G's, what's going on, bro? He said PBC is washed up. Hey, Forever G's, man. Listen, big shout out to you. Subscribe to Boxing First Vlog. Subscribe to Ty Finney, the legend. If you're not subscribed to your boy, subscribe to your boy. I'm going to tell you this. I told Legend this before we got on live, bro. Listen, actually, Pro Box TV is putting on better work than PBC right now. Facts.
Man, been rocking with them. I don't like their commentators, but I've been rocking with their product.
They product is nice, bro. They product is nice. Canelo High Guard. Canelo is hoping Bivol beats Beterbiev because he's coming for that rematch at 175 or undisputed. What percentage do you give Nello to win? Like 10.
None.
That's a bad Canelo High Guard. That's a bad style matchup, bro. I said it the first time. That's a bad style matchup.
But see, the difference is the mentality of the fighter. See, you get the Berlangas and all of these dudes with this size scared to use it against the smaller guy. Why? I'm like, why are you on the outside? Why are you backing up? You big, youthful, you know what I mean? KO rate, bananas. None of that showed light in that fight, bro. None of that. He didn't show no intelligence to set anything up. He wasn't trying to wear the older fighter down. He didn't muscle him. He didn't do no tie-up. OG, just sneaky type of irritating type of stuff. He did nothing in that fight, bro.
Hey, Vlog.
Highly uninteresting.
You want to know why he ain't do none of that, bro? Because he
ain't got the skills.
He don't have the
Yeah, he
stamina.
ain't got the skill.
He never done it. He's never done it. So I didn't expect to see. Yeah, that's my point too. I never expected to see none of that because I ain't never seen it from him before.
But that's my point about the whole card. Even you see what I'm saying? Even coming into that fight, it was like we hoping Berlanga can set a spark off and you know what I mean, like get the crowd up on their feet. No, bro, you didn't even come in to fight with the right mentality to make that happen. You have to be mentally focused to say, "Yo, I'm fit to change the world. I'm fit to shock the world." You know what I mean? Like none of that mental was in that ring. I don't know. It's not Canelo fault. He washed and used up by this time. They can't sell that package anymore, bro. That package has been unwrapped so many times and rewrapped. I think they'd have got lost color schemes. There ain't enough color schemes to rewrap that shit again. I'm just saying, bro.
Man, I swear you don't disappoint. Legend, what percentage you give Canelo to beat Bivol in a rematch?
Nah, man. I don't want to see that. I don't know why he's going after that, man. I don't want to see that, man.
He going after that because I think he thinks he might lose to Crawford or anybody of Crawford's ilk, a real boxer, somebody that got some footwork or still semblance of some footwork. Because I don't even think Crawford has the footwork like that anymore at this point in his career to be a factor against somebody like Canelo. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I don't want to see that either. Because it comes off like cash out. It comes off like cash out. And Crawford is, I mean, obviously he's a great fighter, but there's weight classes for a reason. It's no different with Crawford. You know what I mean? Forever G said it's the inactivity. They fight once every 18 months. Facts, bro. Facts. I gotta put a star on that. That's facts, bro. Facts. I'm putting a star on that. Facts.
You know why they doing that? You know why they do them like that? So they can keep control of them. If they let them become bigger than the entity of PBC, they will lose control of a fighter like that. That's why they could never control a Canelo. He's bigger than the entity of PBC, quote unquote, per se. Not pocket wise, maybe, but as far as being able to be a mover and shaker like that in the sport of boxing, he's the one, right? Or has been the one for the last few years. We need another one, I think.
Hey, Bob, let me add on to what you said. For as much good as Al Heyman has done in the sport, he's done just as much bad. This is a situation where he has gone through multiple networks over the years. So this is you have too much supply and not enough demand. You understand what I'm saying? You ran through HBO, you ran through Showtime, you ran through Spike, you ran through Bounce, you ran through what was that? Fox. You ran through Fox. You done ran through about six. Yes, you done ran through about 6 or 7 networks. 6 or 7 networks.
He ran through. And he ran through both sides of Fox. They sports, they regular Fox TV and the sports.
Side.
So
and the sports side.
Damn.
So so he has a whole bunch of fighters and nowhere to put them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, listen,
but
listen, a brick ain't a brick if you ain't got no fiends to give them to. You just holding on to a brick. Right.
Bro, if they don't all no, bro, that's facts, bro. I mean, but like, what would it take for like, how could they all break their contracts at one time? Like, do they have to have a class action lawsuit to go up against BBC? Like, every single dude that's
about the fighters.
Yeah, the fighters, because something needs to happen, bro.
A vlog, but here's the thing though. Like, if you get into something that big, you talking almost like a class action in a sense. The one thing you don't
I'm just asking hypothetically. I don't know.
I'm about to give you a hypothetical answer. I'm gonna give you a hypothetical answer.
Okay.
Even with a situation like that, you don't want to, as a fighter, you don't want to be caught in litigation. If you get caught in legal litigation, it's gonna cost you a bunch of money. The only people that's gonna win is the lawyers. You know what I mean? So hypothetically, if they were to do that, like, it would get ugly for the fighters. They wouldn't eat.
No, that's not true. I don't think a judge would tell them you can't go to work while you're fighting another company. That's like saying you can't go to work for Target because you got a lawsuit against Walmart.
No,
That doesn't.
But the
I'm
thing
just.
is,
I'm.
only reason I'm saying that, bro, is because everybody knows how Al Heyman contracts are lined up. So the way his contracts is lined up, they can't really move without his go, and that's where the legal part comes in. So they would literally have to be on the bench while they're trying to figure it out.
That's my point. But if you're already on the bench, why not be fighting while you're on the bench?
Because
In some form. Hold on. In some form, even if it's for your rights to be able to be active at what profession you chose. You chose a profession, and now you can't be a part of that profession because you link with a dude that don't really want to do business no more or do bad business. Like I don't know why they can't get out of it.
But the way, it's not a matter of them getting out of it. It's the fact of, you know how somebody can get into a situation and a lawyer will send them like a cease and desist. If a fighter of Al Heyman's tried to fight just on any other card, network, whatever the case may be, they're trying to work so they can get a check. The way Al Heyman got his contract set up, he could literally send them like a cease and desist, like, hey, listen, if you fight this fight, you getting sued. And I'm telling you, that contract nasty, bro. That contract nasty.
That's why I said, if you challenge the contract before you allow the contract to challenge whatever moves you're doing, then you can have a precedent set. It could be reset because the judge is not going to say you just out of work.
I understand.
Unless Al is like, hold on, unless Al is saying, yo, I'm gonna pay them to sit down, judge, or then the judge will be like, yeah, well, you can't go to work because he's already compensating you.
So even if you have a situation, right? Let's just say you got your opinion, I got mine, we meet in the middle. The one thing we can both agree on, legal stuff, you don't get court cases next week. That shit gonna drag.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, at this point, bro, somebody need to get their food stamps and put a hit out on somebody, bro. This is crazy, bro. This shit is
bro. Canelo High, he said Danny Garcia just needs to stop it, bro. Listen, man. Like, he's been out for 2+ years. He's been eating good for 2+ years. I mean,
bro, bro, in the third round, when they brought up that he cried at a fight or after a fight or something, bro, and he won, I said, bro, they already making excuses for this dude, bro. So he must have been in the back crying or something because there was no reason to bring that up at that point in the fight. Unless you are already rolling the feel sorry for him carpet out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that was terrible.
The thing with Danny, yo, you can tell a fighter that's hungry and a fighter that's full. He fought like a full fighter last night. Like, you know what I mean?
Full
fighter.
He fought like he was going on a diet. Like, like I don't want no more of this shit. Like, what? Bro, come on, bro.
That's the reason, but that's the reason why I said he's full. He's not
acting. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, but he fought past full. He fought like he was trying to empty his stomach of all things boxing, bro, because that was a deplorable. And my thing, which is funny as fuck to me, that all of these boxing people out here, they talk so reckless. Before this fight, I heard a couple different people talking about Hall of Fame for either one of these dudes after this fight. For either one. They were saying that the Laura Garcia fight could be a springboard for one of them two winner to make it to the Hall of Fame.
Damn.
Mostly Danny Garcia.
I didn't hear
bro,
that.
It was bro, man, I can't remember everybody's name, but I know I heard it.
Hall of Fame, bro? You think either one of them are Hall of Fame? You think either one of them?
No, not even if Danny pulled it off, I wouldn't have thought he was Hall of Fame.
Legend, what you think?
Because
Laura, no, but Danny Garcia.
If
he's fought a lot of names though. He's fought a lot of names against.
Against who?
Amir Khan, Lucas Matisse, Zab Jude. I know he
was
washed.
Come on, all of them was washed, and he was getting his ass whooped against Amir Khan before he got lucky. So Just saying, bro. Matisse was, he was on the other side of the hill going down. You know what I mean? He wasn't quite washed yet, but he was on his way. Bro, again, struggled against Porter, had his moments, but again, nothing dominant, bro. And then I would judge him. I wouldn't even judge him based on his PBC career. I would just judge him based on other Puerto Rican fighters. And to me,
Well,
just based on that.
I mean, he's got a nice resume though, man. So
I think his resume
Hall
good.
of Fame.
No, I don't think
Hall of Fame.
I don't think it's Hall of Fame though. But he got a nice resume though. Hold on, off topic.
Pro Boxing was talking about that. Pro Boxing was talking about it. Okay. That was one. That's the one. So Pro Boxing bought it up, and it was another channel that I didn't even listen. I just read the title. I kept scrolling like they are bugging out here in these streets.
Canelo High Guard said Berlanga got dropped with that left hook and was shook to let that right hand go. First of all, I like Canelo got one of the best lead left hooks. Like when that thing land, that's a beautiful thing to watch because they run right into the shot every single time. I ain't gonna lie, man. Berlanga went in there to fight. He got my respect. He got my respect, man. A lot of them dudes would have just laid down. But he went in there. He's a guy that was not as skilled, outmatched, and he went in there. He let them nuts hang. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he went in there to fight, man. So big shout out to Berlanga, but I think it's what Vlog said earlier. It's a lot of things that he needed to do, and he just ain't have it in the tool bag. You know what I mean? Can't ask a person to pull out something out the tool bag and they ain't in there. You know what I mean? Bruce Gas, big shout out to you, bro. Says salute, brothers. Big shout out to Bruce Gas, man. Subscribe to that channel. Always say that's one of my favorite channels, still to this day. He said that was a weak card last night. Hey, that's what Vlog said. So it was a weak card last night. Ryan Frazier, he said that's cap because we want to see how Berlanga will look against Plant and Munguia. That card was probably the best PBC card of the year. They've only had like 4 though. They only had like 4 cards. Am I correct, Vlog? They've only had like 4 cards this year, right?
And Tank pulled 2 of them, or at least one of them for sure.
Yeah,
so
he had 2 of them. I think he had 2 of the 4. So
yeah, he had 2. Yeah.
Even if that's the case, like that, they've given us a minimal sample size too, though. You know what I mean?
I can say this about PBC real quick. They've given us better free cards on Fox. We've had better fights on Fox than we had for pay-per-view last night.
Okay. Yeah, man. Like they just haven't given a lot of samples. Like, you know what I mean? We'll come down to it. Canelo High Guard. Canelo was the face of boxing. The house was sold out and rocking last night. They had mega stars all over. So Canelo High Guard, that's gonna come with any Canelo fight, right? That's gonna come with any Canelo fight. That goes without saying. But Canelo's at a point in his career. Go ahead.
Quick. Are the stars showing up because they're getting paid, or they really want to be there? Think about it. Talk to me. I talk back.
No, I mean, either way, Canelo High Guard, you can answer that. Me personally, I'm like, however they got there. You know what I'm saying? But usually you're gonna see the stars there for Canelo anyway. But it's really about who he's in the ring with, and he really don't have that many options. Nah, he don't have that many options.
He had a couple options about a year ago. He had some good options. Morrell, Benavidez, you know what I mean? But he decided to take Plant belt, which is nothing wrong with that. I get that, you know what I mean? But you could have doubled back and fought a legitimate contender. Same way we say Bud could have doubled back and fought a legitimate contender. You know what I mean? But these cats don't do this.
I agree. I ain't arguing about that. Antonio Sanchez, big shout out to you, bro. He said De La Hoya was wrong. Berlanga about to start headlining in New York like Cotto did. Antonio Sanchez, let me respond to that. If Berlanga and their team is smart, they're gonna do one or two things. They're gonna do like you stated, put him in New York, give him a hit. You got to give him a main event to see where he's at. to see where his popularity is. Okay. Or if he's gonna try to enhance his popularity, he need to try to make something where he's actually on Canelo's undercards, similar to what Canelo did when he was on all of Floyd's undercards. That's how he kind of built his stock up. So either one of those, I'm cool with that. Bruce Gass, he said Canelo been knocking down his opponent like he always does and not finishing the job. Yeah, true. To be honest with you, I just don't think he want to fight at 160. I think he's a 160 pounder fighting at 68 and 75. He ain't got the height or the frame for 68 or 75 to keep it solid. You know what I'm saying? But I agree with that. That's been the thing for Canelo last couple fights. He's knocking them down, and then he's kind of just coasting after that. King Sakuna, big shout out to you. He said he dominated 12-0 with the knockdown. Did you give Berlanga any rounds?
Why would I do that?
I was just asking.
Why?
Well, I mean, Lester, you gave him any rounds? You gave Berlanga any rounds?
Me?
Yeah. Yep.
I have to rewatch it, man. I don't think so. I have to rewatch it, man.
That shit ain't even worth the rewatch.
That's a timestamp if I ain't never see one. 47 minutes. Oh man, yo, a legend. Your face froze like the connection wasn't on. Like, yo, that's funny.
Shit wasn't even worth the rewatch.
Oh man. King Sakuna.
Hey, can I say this real quick?
Yes, sir.
Can I say this? Answer me this. Outside of Bivol, in the past 3-4 years, what B+ level fighter has Canelo fought? Like
in the last 3-4 years,
outside of Bivol,
was Golovkin in the last 3-4 years? Has that been
no?
More than 4 years?
Yeah, that's about 5 years ago.
That was about 5 years ago,
but,
Legend?
Yeah. That was right before COVID. I was
going to say Triple G, but even the third fight, he was on the downslide to me, man.
He was on and even on the downside, I still think he was like
and he was still in that fight. He was still in that fight.
If that fight was within the last 4 years, I'll say Triple G, but really outside of that, no.
So to support OG Bruce Gass statement, he can't even knock out B- level fighters, bro. And y'all say he the face of boxing. Damn, man, that says a lot about our sport, bro. It really does.
It really does. A long time, Lord. He's been fighting a real long time, though.
Man, and the face of your sport,
the guys. He's just not stopping them. He's still dropping them.
Again, the face of your sport is fighting B-level guys and can't get them out of there. Well, and the dude, hold on, let me finish. The dude that's not the face of the sport got a 95% knockout ratio, undefeated, willing to fight anybody, can't get a fight, and is the most hated. I'm fucking bananas with the fucking fans of boxing.
But you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with that because Floyd did the exact same thing, bro.
Facts.
You got to be careful.
Floyd was on top, man. He wasn't knocking nobody out.
He wasn't knocking nobody out. You got to be careful.
Even
with that,
even if they were.
But Floyd, at least Floyd was fighting upper echelon competition, hit and miss. Okay, I'll go 2 cupcakes and I'll bring you a Maidana. I'll go a couple cupcakes and then I'll bring you a Canelo. I get that. For a guy that can't punch, he still stepped up his game and fought the A-, the A-level guys, the guys that were forecasted to be A-level guys.
No, that's cool. I just wanted to put that out there.
Okay, I canceled that, and I'm going right back to my original statement. This is your face of boxing, while we have another guy hated, not even out here chasing money.
Who you talking
about? Not even out here.
Who you talking about? Who you talking about?
Everybody know what we're talking about.
Hold on. Vlog. Vlog. We have new people in the chat. Everybody may not know you, brother.
All right. If you don't know, Boots is the most hated fighter and duck fighter in the sport of boxing. There's so many raggedy memes about he ain't this, he ain't show nobody nothing. How about the guys that you guys love so much, y'all juggle they balls like this? They not offering the fight, boo. I'm just bringing y'all facts. I'm not juggling Boots balls. I'm just bringing you facts about this guy. While we just heard Canelo's the face of boxing, can't knock out B-level guys. This guy is knocking out all the guys that everybody else fought in record fashion. Cupcakes he played around with here or there. Willing to fight the top guys, but the top guys not willing to fight him. But Canelo's the face of boxing.
We got the chat, man. Go respond to that. King Sakuna, he said Laura basically exposed the level the elite welterweights were fighting at. I gotta disagree with that, because to be honest with you, bro, like that was just a weird fight. Like it was a weird fight. Like Laura's a legit 160. Danny's barely a 154. Danny's coming off a 2-year layoff. Laura's 41. Laura name ain't necessarily hot in these boxing streets. That was really just like a weird matchup for me, man. It's a weird matchup. I only supported it because of Danny from the city, to be honest with you. Go ahead, bro.
Man, that dude needed a hug. He needed like one of them. Danny need a hug, like just a consistent hug. Like somebody need to be hugging him all the time, bro. That dude is going through it. Bro, I haven't seen a lackluster effort like that. Like even AB will go out there and try better. And his skills are way depleted.
Good
so
point.
Good
point.
Hey, he's been promoted.
Like he didn't even.
He's promoted about 2-3 fights.
Bro, his if that's just gonna collapse, because what you did last night is going to mess up your own business, bro. If you can't fight, and that's what you putting in the ring physically yourself, I think you gonna pick good fighters to give me, and you want me to pay for the guys you went and picked. If that's what you showed me, and this is quote unquote a Hall of Fame level fight for you, bro, come on, bro. Did he just lose a child or something? Somebody died. Something had to happen that was so traumatic that it took him out the realm of the boxing ring last night, because he wasn't there, bro. That was disrespectful to the sport, because he could have got hurt. Like he could have got hurt.
They actually, you just segue into this next comment. Bruce Gash, Danny fought twice in the last 4 years. He came into the fight, retired, and looked for a check. It's the way it looked. It's the way it looked. DT3, the boom man in the building. Big shout out DT3. Said top of the AM, fellas. He out there on the West Coast. I think it's about like 10 o'clock out there. He said just woke up. Vlog going crazy on the threads. He said you're going crazy on the threads, bro.
I'll be in there.
Rob Acosta, man. Big shout out to my dog, man. One of the better boxing minds you gonna talk to out there, man. Big shout out to Rob Acosta, man, for sure. Ryan Frazier said Pro Box does have better matchmaking than PBC. Pay-per-view cards at $20 make it easier to buy. Last night was not worth $89. I agree, bro. I agree. Pro Box is doing their thing. I'll tell you this, bro. The fights that they had this past Wednesday and that Jared Hurd and Jason Rosario fight, that shit is up there with a lot of the stuff that PBC has done in terms of fights that they've put on, man. Pro Box definitely needs their respect for sure. And if they continue at this level, this could be later, I would say maybe 2-3 years down the line, this could start being the new Tuesday night fights from back in the day, man. Something we can look to, and we know we got solid fights coming. Rob Acosta, he said Danny fight was hard to see. Caleb played too much. Berlanga earned my respect. Scooter came back on a great test, but need to be stronger. Rolly is a glorified street fighter. Jonathan Lopez is nasty. I'll go from the bottom, work my way up. Jonathan Lopez is nasty for sure. Rolly is what's my man from back in the day that used to fight all the big fighters? He was the Mexican dude. No, he wasn't from Mexico. He was from Nicaragua. Oh my God, what's his name? He fought Shane Mosley. He fought Oscar. He fought all them dudes. Vlog. I hate when I do this.
Mayorga?
Yes, that
Mayorga?
Rolly is the new age Ricardo Mayorga. He's the new age Ricardo Mayorga. As far as Scooter,
Real quick.
Rob, hold on, real quick, Vlog. Rob,
go.
Can you please let us know how can Scooter get better at 26 in terms of strength? Since you're a strength and conditioning coach, I would love to hear your opinion on that. Berlanga definitely has my respect. Caleb, it looked like he was playing around and it turned into a fight. But he got where he needed to be. And Danny was difficult to see. Like he fought like a fighter that he was there for the back. He was there for the check. Go ahead, Vlog.
I was going to say the only thing that sparks in my mind from last night's event is if when Devin comes back, I'd like to see him against Rolly, especially if he come back to 130, 140. I'd like to see that fight.
I'm not mad at that fight. I'm not mad at that fight at all. Because it'll tell me a couple things.
To me, it'll tell me if Rolly gun shy for real, or and if Devin still got the boxing skills that got him the way he's at.
Bro, that's the realest thing you done said on this show today. Like,
what? 200%. Hold up, bro. I bought a Boots record, 95% knockout ratio. That's pretty real.
Yeah, but I like this statement realer than that one. He gonna tell me what one of his comments I like more. DT3, he said sign the contract. Don King's voice. He said he gonna cry in the car. Danny getting in. He said he beat some names too. Not Lucas. Hold on.
But nobody considered Lucas Matisse like a top. So I know he just had the pop. He had the power, but
Legend at that time he was the monster though. Like the way people talk about Jerron Dennis now, they talked about Lucas Matisse back then. Like nobody wanted to get in the ring with Lucas Matisse.
Yeah, Danny made it easy work of him.
Yeah,
from what I remember.
Yeah. Ryan Frazier.
All right, real quick to the chat.
Yes, sir.
Can we get a ranking for Danny just as a Puerto Rican fighter? That's where, to me, that'll answer my Hall of Fame question for him. You know what I mean? So for the chat.
Hey, Vlog. I'm gonna tell you how much of an influence you are to me. All right? You ready?
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna join Threads just for you. Just because I've been getting a couple messages of you people saying what you're posting in Threads, and I was like, I talk to Vlog almost every day. I'm not gonna go there, but I'm gonna actually sign up for Threads just to follow Vlog. Like you're gonna see, I'm following one person. It's gonna be Vlog. Like so, I'm gonna tune in starting today. And I'm gonna see what's popping with Vlog on these Threads. Because the DT3 the Boom Man gonna come in here and be like, hey, like Vlog wilding out on Threads. I gotta get on Threads.
Man,
I gotta get
bro,
on
they
Threads.
be on bro, the post and the hate is bananas on Threads. I like it though. So I get the clash. It's cool. I like it.
Ryan Frazier said Canelo had two of the four. Yeah, big facts. PBC without the network isn't the same. Yeah, I mean it's supply and demand. It's supply and demand, bro. DT3 said Berlanga's stock did go up, but what makes this funny to me is the fact that his stock went up after a loss. Yeah. But the thing is, I think Munguia's stock went up after a loss too. I think his stock went up too. Go ahead, Vlog.
I think all of these dudes are just vying for those belts when this dude drops them in the next year or so.
I agree.
You know what I mean? I
agree.
So I don't know if that's your stock going up or if you just were able to stay level because you went the distance. Because if Berlanga gets knocked out, if Munguia gets like totally washed, these guys probably, you know what I mean, won't be talked about as far as being possible future champions still.
Hey, Vlog, I look at, as far as stock, I look at it like in a really, really simple fashion. It's really, am I talking more positive about you today than I did yesterday? So with Berlanga, I could definitely say I'm talking about him more positive today than yesterday. And that was the same thing with Munguia too. Now it's, what do they do with the momentum? Berlanga can't sit around for 6, 7, 8 months. No, like you gotta cash in on this momentum that you have, because people know who he is now. He has to cash in on this newfound popularity that he has. DC3 said no 12-0 shutout. That, I guess that was how many rounds did he give Berlanga? Let me see. Bruce, he said yesterday's home runs don't win today's ball games. That's true. That's true, but it can get you in. It can get you into some different ballparks, though. It can get you into some different ballparks for sure. DT3 said, "Welcome to my world, vlog." DT3, you on 3 bugging out too, bro? All right, I gotta follow DT3 and vlog, man. I'm gonna do that today. Ryan Frazier said, "Last Triple G fight was after Bivol. Munguia is damn." He said, "Hey, bro, Munguia is not B plus, bro. He's not B plus. Plant B plus. I think Mel Charlo is B plus also. Jamel at the peak, you could arguably say he was like an A minus fighter at his peak. For sure. Mel was on like a hell of a run. I would say Plant Plant is a B fighter. Munguia, I would say he's like a C plus for me. Bibble's like an A minus fighter.
I'm gonna tell you this. When you can avenge fights by wiping out the fighter that you fought, that elevates you over everybody on that list outside of Bivol. Like, obviously, Mel is elevated over a Plant, over a Munguia, because these guys hadn't done anything to I mean, I get what he's saying as far as their skills and where they at and things like that, but this dude, not Mel, bro. Mel was pound for pound list, bro. Undisputed. Like, come on, bro. B plus. Come on, bro. You don't get.
Mel was one of my top fighters, man.
Yeah, Mel. Listen,
yeah,
Mel.
Bro,
Mel had the dog, man.
I can't blame Mel for going to get the bag. I can't blame him for going to get the bag. But in a perfect world, I wish it would have been Mel and Bud when Mel was at his peak. Before the Canelo fight, like, I would have paid top dollar to see that fight. Top dollar to see that fight,
bro. That would have been him. Yo, after Spence to try to run through the camp. Oh, yeah. That would have been crazy. That would have been crazy.
That'd have been
crazy.
Epic, DC3 said no boots ain't. I guess he said, most feared. Just fucking Norman. Ryan Frazier said Boots literally going through what Crawford went through and still going through PBC is gonna try to ice out Crawford at 54. Well, the thing about it, Ryan, I'll tell you this. Al Heyman fighters are so inactive, and PBC as a network is so inactive at this point. Like, why are you playing boxing politics? Just throw you guys in at this point. You're not really getting the network money, and I'm like, the Amazon deal is for the big fights. Only people you have really is you can put Canelo on Amazon or you can put Tank on Amazon. You have nothing else to put on Amazon. Like, that Amazon, you might as well say that's a Tank deal. You might as well say that Amazon deal is for Tank. You can really look at it like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I actually think they could get Crawford as a big fight on there if they're willing to succumb to his fees, basically. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm with you 100%. That's what I'm saying. Like, why freeze Crawford out when you need big fights on the Amazon deal? There's no reason to freeze him out. There's no reason. Like,
because look,
right now.
Listen to what they have a couple stars there that they could probably do, but Benavidez, they're cropping him with Tank, so that's taking a star and a platform and a whole card away from them that they could build around. So they really are making some just kind of make you scratch your head type of moves, bro.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Because answer me this. What is Fundora? Is Fundora and them gonna be free on Amazon? The Fundora and who is he supposed to be fighting coming up? No, Cruz, Tim Zoo. Yeah,
That's a
Zoo
freebie.
and
That's a freebie.
that's a freebie on Amazon?
Yeah, that's a freebie.
On
Yes.
Amazon?
Yes, that's a freebie.
Damn.
That's a freebie.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's
If they
a freebie.
were smart, they could build that. Man, I can't get them to talk
Hold
about their
off on
business.
that.
They can do what they want to
Say
do.
that for Threads, bro. Give me something to look forward to on Threads, bro.
Yeah.
Three to boom, and he said, "So Boots the new Crawford now." Bro, in a sense, yeah, because when Crawford was on his run, nobody wanted to fight Crawford. Like Boots is going through the exact same thing as Crawford was. Like Crawford, they literally had to overpay a lot of guys, or he just had to fight people within the top ranked camp. I think Boots has it a little worse than what Bud did. Like Boots, like he's literally gonna have to fight this Karen dude just to keep his belt, just to keep some type of momentum. Like he's gonna be overpaying dudes for the rest of his career, man. Like I listen, and I will say this, and I hope this don't happen with Boots, but we've seen fighters like this that look so dominant that is almost like a detriment to their career. When Andre,
You know who it reminds me of?
Andre was on his run, and it was the exact same thing. Like nobody wanted to bother him, but he was on a hell of a run. Boots, Eddie Hearn gonna have to figure it out, bro. He gonna have to figure it out. Go ahead, Vlog.
He reminds me of more of a old schooler dude, not too old school. I could be a Bucci. I never got that mega fight, bro. For the monster that he was, did he ever get that mega fight?
Can I give you a better example? I'm not disagreeing with it, but I'll give you a better example. Like Boots is more so on an Aaron Pryor type vibe. That dominance, that he had the streets basically. A guy that you knew that was just a tough cover. Like the Sugar Ray Leonards didn't want to fight Aaron Pryor. Like he only got his shine because of Alexis Arguello. You know what I mean? So when I look at Boots' path, is looking like it could be more so on an Aaron Pryor level. Only reason I would take like an Aaron Pryor over a Ike Abiabuchi is because Aaron Pryor had more opportunities to show his skills on TV versus a Ike Abiabuchi. Ike Abiabuchi, if you're not a hardcore, you don't know who Ike Abiabuchi is. Aaron Pryor was a little bit different. He had a little more popularity, a little bit more of a name, but that's where I would go if I would say I had to compare Boots to like an old school type.
But that's how they treat him, Boots. As if he like you have to be a hardcore to know who he is. Like that's how these boxing pages, these boxing channels are doing Boots. Mm-hmm. So you know what I mean? You're right. You're right. I'm right. It's bad for Boots. And as DT to bring Crawford and Boots up, Crawford's wrong for not turning around and giving that opportunity. Because for somebody that had just recently walked in those same shoes, come on, bro.
Yeah. DM3 said, I believe Anthony Joshua is more hated than Boots. Nah.
The bitches love Joshua. The bitches love Anthony. What you talking about?
He said, DT3 said AJ used to be, but he has more love now, especially after his losses. DC3, I actually agree with that. He also said, and the way AJ came back, it's hard to hate on him now. Yeah, what he tried to do with the Usyk fights, man, like gotta respect it, man. And then his bounce back has been good too. DT3 said Danny sleeping in silk sheets. Hey man, DT3, we started that back in the day, man. Them silk sheets, them, you know what I'm saying? them silk satin sheets. You know what I mean? He got Louis print. He got Louis print on them silk sheets, brother. Yeah, and that's exactly how he fought too.
Bro, but that all the money in the world cannot make your spine not be a noodle. It can't give you the mental peace that you need to perform at anything, let alone boxing. So for him to get out there, bro, knowing like you're not mentally right. Because again, when they brought that up in the second or third round, bro, I'm cooking in my mind. Like, yo, they already know something. They already know this just a put on. This is almost like he was forced to. Like Allen was like, yo, if you don't get in that ring, you know what I mean? Somebody get bodied. Like, right. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. That was under threat. Right. Like, that's how he fought. Like, he was under threat. Like, come on, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. Lavelle Jackson, big shout out to Lavelle. He said, good thing y'all clarified it. I thought Vlog was saying Tank was the face. Nah, he was talking about Boots. He was talking about Boots in terms of like guys with a high knockout rate, things like that. So yeah, we came back and
Tank is the face of boxing going forward within the next year, 2 years, because Canelo is not going to be able, like I said, to rewrap that same present from last night. Nobody's gonna unwrap that the next Christmas, bro. They're gonna know what it is already.
Hey, bro, and I'm gonna ask both of y'all this. If Canelo main focus is to get the boxing fans re-locked in into the Canelo face of the boxing thing. So, Legend, I'm gonna start with you. What's Canelo's next 3 fights if he wants to get everybody locked into Canelo again?
Next 3, definitely Benavidez. I gotta think of the 2 after. I would say Andre, but Andre just came off a bad beating. Definitely Benavidez. I wouldn't go after the Bivol rematch, man. I wouldn't do that. But I would say definitely Benavidez.
Okay. Vlog, if you had to pick maybe 2 or 3 fights for Canelo to get everybody locked back into Canelo, what fights are we going with?
I think we need. Did he fight the young boy did he fight Yard?
No.
That's a good one.
Right? Yard is 175.
Again, he got a flirt. But any good fights is going to be a flirtation in between. Like you begging Benavidez to be right at 168 right now, like, or within the next year or so. He ain't look right at 175. So if you ask him to drop that weight, he might look even worse at 168 than he's been looking the last couple fights. So I don't know what we're asking. I'm just trying to throw some names out that you can kind of give them some credit for. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking for. That's what I mean. So
like y'all falling.
That's what I would say somebody like a Janabek, if you could pay him enough to come up. It had to be somebody that, you know, got a little bit killer in them, and he's able to break their will and show the boxing world that, yo, I'm still the monster. You know what I mean? I'm still cinnamon.
I'm not a Janabek fan at all, man. I think he is straight trash truck juice, man. Like, Janabek.
You are, man. You, bro. Who is? All right, bro. All right, bro. God bless Jeff. You are.
Hey, bro, watch this. Hey, listen, watch this, Legend. Watch me get him. Watch this. Can Boots beat Janabek right now, bro?
Man, Boots can beat any name you bring up in boxing in 3 different weight classes.
Yo,
yes, Boots can beat Janabek.
Stay falling into the trap, bro. He stay falling into the trap.
But we ain't talking Boots. But listen, my dude. Currently, Boots is a demigod. There are no demigods in boxing outside of Tank. Hey, outside of Tank.
Hold on. DT3 said ain't nobody ducking Boots like they ducked Bud.
Huh? Everybody at PBC duck Boots.
I'm gonna let y'all argue that on Threads, bro. Y'all can argue that on Threads.
I'm gonna talk to him on Threads for sure.
He said Threads be wild, bro. I definitely gotta tap in. DM3 said Danny's at the bottom of the list as far as Puerto Rican fighters.
So no Hall of Fame then. Answer my question. Thank you. That's all I need to answer to my question.
Ryan said, yeah, G5, I agree. They should have joined Big Turkey with the partnership deal. At least Turkey would have had them busy. He'd have had them busy for sure.
But when you do something like that, but hold up, real quick. Turkey would have got control too. And that's what they don't seem to want to lose with these guys.
Yeah, that's what Al don't want. Ryan says Zoo is fighting Bakram for the 154-pound title. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. DC3 Sugar Ray wanted no parts of Aaron Pryor. That is a fact, bro. That is a fact. DT3 he also said he ain't fighting no Janabek, bro. I just wanted to say that Janabek, he said, got him. Of course I got him. Anything involved in
no, stop, bro. You asked for some names. I'm trying to give you some names because he usually has guys come up. He's usually fighting guys that just came up, only been around for a week or two. I'm just spitting out throwing. I don't have a 168 name.
Man, bro. I'm just not.
No, I give you that, and I respect your position on him. He kind of reminds me of a Kovalev, but maybe not as sharp as Kovalev was with the jab.
You know what? That's a good explanation, bro. I actually like that. I actually like that explanation. Like he gives me Triple G vibes, but just don't have the skill set of Triple G.
But you know, I don't know why Top Rank doing him like that. I mean, he actually could be the Berterviev of that middleweight division. They got enough names. I don't know. That's crazy. They do him like that. He ain't been on there in like a couple years now.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, bro. Like it's absolutely crazy, man. But I mean, we can wrap this thing up, man. This is hour 17 minutes strong. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of fights. Again, big shout out to friend family of the channel, man, Will Stokes. He got a victory earlier this week. Knockout victory too, stoppage victory too, man. Big shout out to Will Stokes, man. He been with us for years, man. Big shout out.
Big up.
Yeah, big up to him for sure. And what we're gonna do is next week, we got the AJ and Daniel Dubois fight, so we definitely got to tap in on that. But Legend, let them know what your social media is, all that good, brother.
Yeah, man. Facebook, Todd Finney, podcast in this corner. Instagram, I'm on there, the Legend 3347, man.
Vlog, let them know what's shaking, brother.
Man, Boxing First Vlog. I'm on Instagram, Threads, and YouTube. Use the number 1 if you look me up on the gram for the word first and tap in.
Yes,
I'll be back posting a little bit more regular this week. I've been putting in some extra hours, so
hey, bro.
We got the rematch going down. So hit that up on Canseso, and they done locked it in. I think it's October or November, one or the other.
You know the
Canseso and Foster.
You know the thing that's crazy about that before we roll? Like, as much as we've gone back and forth about that, I'm not actually excited to see the fight because I ain't like the first one. Am I wrong for feeling that way, Flo?
Bro, if you tell your boy Foster to get out that straitjacket and actually go in there and mix it up a little bit more, it might be a good fight. He tried to Philly shell and pot shot him to a title, to holding his title. Yeah, I hope so too.
I hope so too, man. Because I like that. Now that fight was sponsored by NyQuil too. That fight was definitely sponsored by NyQuil. Like, you know what I mean? Not NyQuil, but NyQuil. That had that drowsy component.
Hey, no, I'll say this. That fight was sponsored by the new company Inaccuracy. Neither one of them dudes was on target when they did let them go. This the new company, Inaccuracy.
Absolutely crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy, man. But big shout out to VP Shane, man. Couldn't make it in here today, man. We're gonna tap in with him. Your boy will be joining Threads so I can watch the madness of Boxing First Vlog and DT3 the Boom Man. That should probably bring some entertainment to my days. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, man. So big shout out to Utah Finney, Legend, man. Go subscribe to him. Boxing First Vlog. Subscribe to his channel as well. And on behalf of the fellas, VP Shane and your boy G5 Jeff TV, man. This is episode 9 of the Sunday Boxing Talk. Goodfellas. See y'all next week.
Peace.